We have some massive Celtic news to discuss in today's video, as fans have had enough and taking a stance against the club. Not only that, we will also go over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours.
But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.
Celtic's new Adidas SPZL 2025/26 range has landed, and while some items have flown off the shelves, it's caused real frustration among fans supporting the "not another penny" boycott. Right now, the SPZL jacket and cap have already sold out online, while the trainers, sweatshirt, t-shirt and football are still available. The reaction has been mixed. Some supporters snapped up the gear, but many others see that as going against the wider call to stop spending money that only strengthens the board they want out. The boycott message couldn't be clearer. No more extras, no more new kits, no more giving the board easy wins, while the team underperforms and communication with fans remains poor. Every sale, no matter how small, chips away at the pressure that supporters have built. Not another penny. This isn't about fashion or telling people what to wear. It's about solidarity. The Celtic fans collective made it plain when they launched the boycott. Until the club starts showing ambition and respect for supporters, every purchase counts against change. Buying the SPZL range now sends the wrong signal, plain and simple. There's a real irony to it all. While thousands of fans rally for reform and accountability, the club's cash registers are still ticking thanks to a designer drop. The SPZL jacket might be stylish, but it won't fix what's broken behind the scenes. Fans have a choice to make: back the boycott or back the board's profits. The message from those demanding better remains as strong as ever. Not another penny until Celtic gets its priorities right. Now for the main story, as the pressure on the Celtic board has intensified after the Celtic Fans Collective announced a full-scale spending boycott under the banner "Not Another Penny." The move, confirmed on Thursday night, 17th of October 2025, following a meeting of supporter groups both in person and online, signals a major escalation in fan opposition to the club's leadership. Beginning immediately, the campaign calls on supporters to withhold all non-essential spending at Celtic Park and beyond, in direct protest at what they describe as years of neglect and mismanagement. This as Celtic drop more Adidas merchandise in their official store. Timed to coincide with the launch of the club's new merchandise line, the boycott sends a clear message to those in charge of Celtic's commercial strategy. For years, kit and merchandise releases have been reliable revenue drivers for the Celts, but this time the tills could be quiet. In a statement released on Friday morning, the collective accused the board of taking the support for granted, listing failures across almost every department: a stagnant transfer policy, European underachievement, rising ticket prices, and poor stadium upkeep. They also pointed to a neglected stadium, a stale atmosphere, a non-existent fan engagement model, an underperforming academy, an underfunded women's team, and a pitch unfit for playing football the Celtic way. Importantly, the boycott is not aimed at Brendan Rodgers or the players. Our support for the team remains unequivocal, but our protest against the Celtic board, in particular Michael Nicholson, Chris McKay, and Peter Lawwell, continues. That distinction is crucial to insulating the dressing room from the growing political storm around Celtic Park. The Celts remain competitive in domestic and European campaigns, but unrest off the pitch now threatens to overshadow those efforts. This protest follows weeks of tension between the board and the fan base. A September club statement dismissing supporter criticism, followed by a poorly received meeting with fan representatives, has only deepened divisions. Attendees described the meeting as insulting and tone-deaf. The Not Another Penny campaign will run until at least the 3rd of February 2026, unless tangible change is made at board level. Whether it unites all Celt supporters or sparks new divisions remains to be seen. In other news, Neil Lennon has stepped back into the debate over the Celtic boardroom, firing a sarcastic shot at fans calling for major change. While many supporters want new leadership, Lennon dismissed the idea, claiming the current board has played a key role in Celtic's success. He praised those in charge of the club, saying their influence has helped shape modern Celtic, even as tensions rise over recruitment failures and what fans see as a lack of ambition. Good luck, Lennon said. The quality of people I worked with on the Celtic board They're all high achievers, incredible caliber, always looking ahead, taking care of business. Look at Celtic Park now, it's stunning. He went on to credit Dermot Desmond and Peter Lawwell for attracting top managers like Martin O'Neill, Brendan Rodgers, and Gordon Strachan, saying none of them would have joined without their influence. But his good luck comment has struck a nerve among fans already protesting against the hierarchy. For many, Lennon's loyalty to the old guard highlights the growing disconnect between the boardroom and the stands. To supporters demanding accountability and vision, good luck sounds like the defense of a system that's holding Celtic back. In other news, Paul Cooney has shared how Lennon Miller was sold on Celtic and the reason why the deal never happened. Lennon Miller was a long-term target for Brendan Rodgers, and links to Celtic lasted for well over 2 years. The young Scotland midfielder was highly rated by Rodgers, but instead of making the switch to Parkhead this summer, Miller moved to Udinese in a £4.5 million deal, including add-ons. However, it appears that Miller was sold on a move to Celtic early in the summer. Cooney revealed that conversations with someone close to the player shed light on why the youngster isn't wearing green and white this season. Lennon Miller, our information is that he would have come to Celtic in the January window. Conversations with somebody very close to him happened early on, so they were getting the business done early. But the actual offer, as I understand it, was close to the end of the window, by which time the Lennon Miller camp thought, well, do you know what? They've not come in. They sold the plan about Celtic, and he was apparently really impressed by it, but they didn't then execute it in time. They never offered enough money. They never offered what Motherwell valued him at. Miller's dream move to Udinese has been a stop-start experience. He's made just 3 appearances for the Serie A side, defeats to AC Milan 0-3 and Sassuolo 3-1, after scoring on his debut in a 2-1 Italian Cup win over Palermo. With Celtic spending £6 million on Bobby Clark this January, many wonder whether the club should have gone the extra mile to sign Miller instead. Unfortunately for Celts fans, they'll never find out. Lastly, Charlie Mulgrew was only metres away from Celtic's majority shareholder Dermot Desmond at a recent golf tournament. The former Celts defender currently runs a YouTube channel called Mulgrew Pitch to Par, where he interviews ex-teammates while playing golf. His latest upload featured moments from the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship, where he met big names such as Andy Murray, Bill Murray, Dustin Johnson, and Bubba Watson. Desmond, who won the tournament last year alongside Thorbjorn Olsen, was also present and teed off at St Andrew's Old Course. However, Mulgrew chose not to approach him for an interview. No, he's not interested in chatting to me, Mulgrew said, when asked about Desmond on the Go Radio football show. Would I have asked him the tough questions? No, I'd have crapped myself. I've gave it the big yin a few times on Premier Sports when the manager's coming out, but then I bottle it. Desmond remains under fire from Celtic fans following a poor transfer window and another failed Champions League qualification. Meanwhile, Neil Lennon recently praised Desmond during an interview, calling him a genius, both intellectually and professionally, and crediting him for his contributions to Irish sport and Celtic alike.
What do you think of what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comments section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.